How you doing, YouTube? Silver Joker here. So we're going to continue our discussion about how to sell your silver, or when you're ready to sell your silver, some of the things that go into selling your silver, some things to look for. And today we're talking about premiums, how premiums are calculated. And Phil wants me to remind you, Phil, he's a local coin store owner here that I talk to on a regular basis. He wants me to remind you that we're talking about these things generally, but he can only specifically talk about his store and how he goes about these things. And so he just wants me to let you know that we're talking about how these things are done, but he's talking about how he does them specifically. Now he has connections and dealings with other coin stores and bullion dealers in our area. So that makes him uniquely qualified to answer some of the questions that I put to him. But he really wants me to let you know that he can only speak for his store and how he does things. So having said that, let's get into this, and we talk a little bit today about premiums and what goes into calculating the price that we're charged for silver, or how much we're paid for the silver that we bring down to sell. So if you're interested in any of that, stick around.
Generally, and again, each store is going to be a little different, but generally what happens is the store knows what they can get for, say, an American Eagle, in general, for people walking in. And it could either be a certain amount, or they know customers are looking for certain dates or quantity, but say American Eagles, and they know what they can get for them. So the idea then is to buy them a little less than what they think they can sell them for, and of course try to make a small profit on them. Keep in mind though, as a seller, you want your sellers to continue to come back. So offering low prices on anything that walks through the door is usually indicative of not having a return seller. Once
Sure.
They realize that you didn't pay a fair price for what's coming in. So
That makes a lot of sense.
So I think the price that individual stores will pay for certain things is really dependent upon their idea of what they can put that in the showcase for, ask a fair price for it, and have it sell rather than just sit there. And they know their buyers the best. So they might have strong American Eagle buyers, they may have strong Maple Leaf buyers, they may not have any. They just may have people that say, I don't want to pay a premium, I just want silver rounds or silver bars. So for those for those particular stores, I think what you essentially have is the premiums may not appear to be as high as some of the other stores that have buyers for those types of things. So really what it amounts to is your buyers in that particular store. What the dealer knows that they can get for a particular coin, so they try to buy a little bit under that price that they know they can turn that coin for a small profit, and that's how they determine the buy price, basically.
Right.
If something doesn't sell in the store, chances are they're not going to pay a high dollar amount if it's going to sit in the showcase for 6 months or a year.
Right.
Yeah, you can't look at spot price and say every dealer should be paying this and every dealer should be selling at this. It's going to be completely independent on the location of the dealer, the type of buyers the dealer has, and of course the type of sellers that the dealer has. People bringing the items in to sell, and a lot of dealers order silver online. If they don't have enough walk through the door, they have a wholesale account with one of the major refineries, and they simply order it. So they know essentially what they can buy it for by looking that up during the day. So they might set their price based on what they can buy it for that particular day. I say that, but the last 2 weeks, I've actually, when people do bring things in to sell, or when I go to sell a larger quantity of silver at one time, I'll double check the price, because it has been changing so quickly that I don't want to appear on one end or the other in terms of either overpricing it or underpaying for it. So the idea is that in the past, I was able to look at silver for the day, and it might have changed 12 to 15 cents during the day. It tops maybe 40 cents. I think the other day I saw it drop in the dollar range, $2-3 in one day. A lot of times, and also dealers, depending on if they pull a lot of silver in at a certain price, they're going to set their price possibly on that amount of silver, and try to get that amount regardless of what silver spot does, and because they've got a set amount that they're trying to turn that back into cash for. So sometimes it may appear that they're overly aggressive in their price, and other times it may appear that they're very very lenient in terms of where spot is and what they're selling it for. But if they stick to the price of setting a price for a particular ounce of silver, because of what they paid for it, chances are they're going to stick to that price until it sells out and they're able to buy more.
All right, we're going to continue this series. I'm going to talk to him a little more about what goes into selling your silver when you're ready to sell it. And I get a lot of questions about why do I only speak with Phil? Why don't I go to other coin stores or local bullion dealers in my area to talk to them as well? And I'll tell you this, I will do that, but I have a decent relationship, actually a very good relationship with Phil. He has connections that he lets me take advantage of. He's always got a fair price for silver for me when I come down to buy it. He calls me and lets me know when good deals come in. He knows exactly what I'm looking for, the kind of bullion that I buy. So he's always looking out for that. So we have a really good relationship, and he's extremely knowledgeable when it comes to this subject, how to stack silver and now how to sell silver. So I talk to him because I trust what he says about it, and I trust it enough to share with you guys. Now, Arthur coin store owners that I go to, as knowledgeable, I'm sure that they are. But if you have something that's good, that works, why change it? So I will be going to talk to other coin store owners and other bullion dealers in my area. I will do that. But for this series right here, I think I'm going to stick with Phil, and maybe I'll go see another local coin store dealer about some other things here very soon. But right now we're just going to stick with Phil because I think Phil has the answers to some of the questions that I get posed on my channel a lot. So anyway, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. I'll be doing more of this stuff in the future, and I got some exciting things coming. I work a lot with Silver 5150, and I think you guys are really going to like what we are doing together here very soon. So be on the lookout for that. Stay tuned for that. And if you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe and ring that bell, and you'll be notified as soon as I put out another video. And you might want to share my video with people who you think may benefit from it or just interested in this subject. So I appreciate you guys stopping by. Let's just keep this silver train rolling. And like I say in every video, if you got to go outside, wear a mask. It's that important. It's not just for you, it's for others as well. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. Keep stacking. Peace.
Ha 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 ha.